Good evening, guys. Chels Daft here with the live commentary. How are you all doing? Hopefully you can all hear me. We're all good. I've just been watching Sky's little build-up to the game, and they've just put up a little video montage of Chelsea's games against the so-called title rivals. I'd say sort of top 6 rivals, top 4 rivals. Lost to Liverpool, Everton, Man City. Drew with Tottenham and Man United. Today's the day Chelsea will beat one of those top 4, top 6 rivals in Leicester, we hope. However, the Chelsea's team is a surprise. I have to say it's a surprise. I'm surprised that Tony Rudiger's still there. I thought Kurt Zouma would be back in. I thought he was just rested for the Fulham game, but Rudiger starts. Reece James back in for Aspi at right back, which is pretty much expected. Middle of midfield is a bit of a surprise as well. And the only reason I say that is if you saw my preview video early this morning that went out, Maddison and Tielemans are the ones that worry me in their midfield. And we've only now, with a team that's been selected with Mateo Kovacic, Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, we've only got one real sort of defensive-minded midfielder in Mateo Kovacic. He's going to be busy with hands full with Maddison. And Tielemans, somebody needs to be on him. Hopefully, in Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, we've got 2 number 8s that can bomb forward, that can create and craft from deep from midfield and can get hold of the ball. And I've just put it in the chat a little bit earlier on, looking for a big, big night from Kai Havertz. Could this be the night he announces himself to Chelsea fans properly and the Premier League? Up front, surprise again. Well, I say a surprise, but to be fair, he's been playing well and he deserves to start. And that's Callum Hudson-Odoi in on the right-hand side, selected ahead of Hakim Ziyech. Ziyech on the bench. Christian Pulisic keeps his place on the left-hand side. And up front, a surprise. I said it in my preview again that I thought that Johnny Evans and Fofana are not exactly pacey for Leicester, and I would have gone with Timo Werner. But Frank, the manager, has gone for Tammy Abraham, which is fair enough. And we back his decision. We just need Chelsea to come out today to play well. And I've just realised I'm quite low down here. I'm just above the bar. Look, it's ridiculous. Lift my seat up. That's pretty much better. But how are you all, guys? I hope you're all doing well. Javier, Dr. Bird, Dogbone, Andrew, Samad, Liam, Adrian, Mezzy Fizzle. How you doing? Welcome along. Thank you for joining. Got 12 minutes before kickoff. Sarge, how are you doing as well? If you're new to the commentary, welcome along. I try and talk you through as best I can by describing what's happening. A bit like listening to the radio. And I see Sky's got Andy. Is it Andy Hinchcliffe doing part of the commentary? Oh, turn him off. Turn him off and put me on. That's what I'd say. But yeah, we're looking for a good Chelsea performance today. This is a big game. This is a massive, massive game. As we all know, there are those out there that predict that Frank Lampard, or are saying that Frank Lampard should be sacked. He hasn't got a clue. He's tactically inept and all this sort of nonsense. If he loses this game today, pressure's just gets bigger and bigger. And there'll be more and more calls. Leicester's team: Schmeichel, Castagna, Fofana, Evans, Justin, and Ndidi, Albrighton, Tielemans, Maddison, Barnes, Vardy in their familiar 4-1-4-1 formation. Just to reconfirm: Mendy, James, Silva, Rudiger, Chilwell, Havertz, Kovacic, Mason Mount, Hudson-Odoi, Abraham, Pulisic. All the big guns on the bench. Christensen, Zouma, Aspi, Emerson, Jorginho, Werner, Giroud, Ziyech. So it's a time for Chelsea's players that have not played much lately, the likes of Havertz and Hudson-Odoi from the start, to come in and make a real statement. Adrian, my prediction, I'll tell you what, it could be anything today, I have to say. But I said this before and I'll say it again. I'll take a scrappy 1-0, a deflecting off someone's bum on the goal line to go in. I'd love it to be a 2 or 3, but, you know. Brian, how you doing? Yeah, I'm good, thank you very much, mate. I hope you are too. Welcome along, all the usual suspects. Thank you for joining again. David, Yeah, I've just noticed that as well. Leicester win tonight, they go top of the league, albeit with a game played more than Man U and Man City. Chelsea win tonight, we go up to 6th. We go above Everton, who've got 2 games in hand. So it's an incentive for Chelsea to get back up there. But as I said it before, I'll say it again. We need to deliver today. We need a big, big game. And we need the players that are in tonight to deliver. Must deliver. As yet, of the 5 games against the top 4, top 6 rivals, we've only drawn 2, Tottenham and Man U. We've lost the other 3, Everton, Liverpool, and of course the nightmare against Man City. Woodshedder, hello, welcome along. Kaziozi, hello. Giampero, how you doing? Lei, how are you doing? 3-1. Fair play. Lei Fafana has got faith in Chelsea. That's what we want to see. Let's be positive. Let's put a bit of positivity on the spin. No, you're not going to see the game here because I can't show you it live because my channel gets banned. And that's the thing. I can't afford for my channel to be deleted or banned. Trying to build a channel up here. So you need to check out other streams online somewhere else. You won't find it here, unfortunately. It's the Chelsea live commentary is what it is. Just seeing Frank Lampard's giving his interview to Sky before the game kicks off. Interesting to see what he says, but can't play it, obviously, because you guys will hear it and it'll be copyright strike straight away or whatever it's called. I can't have any of those on the channel. So the main thing today is that we start well. And the positive thing to take from this is if it's not working out, we've got plenty of options to change. We can change the formation. We can change options. We've got Hakim Ziyech. We've got Timo Werner on the bench. You know, we've got Giroud on there to change things up. They're just showing head-to-head this season. Premier League games between Chelsea in the top 6 and we're bottom with no wins, which is, yeah. I'll tell you what will be interesting. If Chelsea start off on the front foot here and score and go 1-0 up against Leicester, it forces them to come out a bit. We all know about their threat. Harvey Barnes wide left up against Reece James. That would be good to see. Vardy up against Rudiger. I hope Rudiger keeps his head today against Vardy. Thiago Silva's not going to keep up with Jamie Vardy. So Rudiger's got to be on the cover. He's got to keep his head. He's got to make sure that his tackles are clean and precise. No lunging, no diving in. And he just needs to read the game. So yeah, so if we score first, as I'm saying, Vardy is the threat up front. Barnes wide. Tielemans and Maddison in the middle of midfield. Sort of moving, Maddison especially, moving between the lines. That's going to be the biggest problem. And Kovacic needs to make sure he gets hold of Maddison today, or whoever pushes forward out the two of those. And of course, then you've got the likes of, I mean, they're back 4, as I'm saying. I don't think the 2 centre-backs are the quickest. I think Chelsea could have some joy here. Ndidi does a great job for them in the 4-1-4-1. Sitting, holding, working side to side. You'll notice with Ndidi, he doesn't play any wider than the width of the penalty box. He just sits in that midfield area and protects. If we can get Kai Havertz and Mason beyond him, we could have some joy. We really could have some joy today. Like, a lot of people are talking about Billy Gilmore, but I don't think he's quite ready for a start in the Premier League as yet. For me, anyway. With the options that you've got ahead of him, and let's be honest, we have to be honest, they are ahead of him. He's going to find it tough to get in a Premier League start in a game such as this at Leicester when you've got the likes of Havertz, the likes of Kovacic, Mount, you know, Jorginho as well was another one who I thought would probably play today. But there remains talk. Is this a 4-4-2 from Chelsea? Is this Kai Havertz playing up with Tammy and playing behind him? With Mount, Kovacic in a 4-4-2 midfield with the 2 wingers wide. I wonder. We finished that way against Fulham the other night and we changed the game. We chased it. We got the win. I wonder if it's going to be the same tonight. We all know that Kai Havertz plays the best that he does as a number 10 or playing in behind the striker. And him and Tammy had good link up in the League Cup game early in the season where Havertz got a trick. Is it a 4-3-3 or is it a 4-4-2? What do you think? Chris thinks 4-2-3-1. Maybe. That's a good shout. And that gives you, with Kai Havertz playing it gives you the flexibility. Now, I've put a video on the channel the other week, which was quite popular, saying as to how you can get the best out of Kai Havertz. And Chris has nailed it, 4-2-3-1. As a number 10. Mount and Kovacic deep. Havertz up there alongside Pulisic and Callum Hudson-Odoi supporting Tammy. That's the attacking option. Steve, good evening. Welcome along. Mohammed, welcome along as well. On the bench is basically everybody else apart from N'Golo Kante. So we are literally about 4 minutes away from kickoff. We want a good performance. We want to see a nice, good performance, couple of goals, clean sheet, and up to 6th. Are we gonna get it? Dogbone, he's got a slight hamstring pull. N'Golo Kante. Messi's on the beers. I'm on the do as you're told this evening. We don't call it the other one, Stella's, the other nickname, because that's wrong. We don't do that. Yeah, so enough windy outside. There's a storm coming in London. Around sort of London, Heathrow, Surrey way. It's very windy outside. I wonder how windy it is up there, if that's going to affect the game or not. I see West Ham have just beaten West Brom. So West Ham go above Chelsea, believe it or not. So Chelsea players are in the tunnel. And Ben Chilwell. People are saying about Thiago Silva can't speak English. Ben Chilwell and Silva are having a conversation here. Excuse me. Konstantinos, welcome. Welcome from Greece. Apologies for the cough. I'll try and turn my mic off in future. May the lion chase the fox, indeed. Indeed. Why didn't I think of that as a slogan? That would have been perfect. Chelsea wearing their chain strip, the second strip, not the horrible Crystal Palace third one. We're playing in the other one, the light blue. I should have worn that. I'm not changing that shirt every time a game's played. Pain. Right, so yeah, just confirming the Leicester team. 4-1-4-1. Schmeichel in goal. Still don't understand why no one's ever picked him up. Castagna, Fofana, Evans, Justin. Flat 4 for Leicester at the back. Yeah, I know me clock. Thanks, Andrew. Nice and early. Yeah, and Ndidi in the 4-1. The one deep midfield and the 4 midfielders pushing forward. Albrighton, Tillmans, Maddison and Barnes. Kurt, how you doing? From LA. Welcome along. Jamie Vardy's up front. So yeah, the 4-1-4-1 from Leicester. If anything, it's their full strength team. You have to say, apart from Soyuncu maybe. Chelsea, Mendy in goal, and he's got to do better with his kicking. James, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Ben Chilwell. Thiago Silva plays his second game in 3-4 days. Hopefully he'll be fine. They train for 2 hours a day, for God's sake. Kai Havertz, Kovacic and Mount, middle of midfield. As a 3, it's been described as a 3-man midfield. 3 up front, Callum, Hudson-Odoi, Tammy Abraham and Christian Pulisic, Captain America. Baraka, how you doing from Atlanta? John Dawson's here. Welcome along, John. Yeah, Lay Fofana, I am 1 minute behind normal coverage because I'm watching on Sky Sports' app. So, I'm not that far behind. Need to shut down Tielemans. Need to shut down Maddison. Stop the Leicester supply. You can get at Leicester here. You really can. And I think we can cause them plenty of problems at the back. I think we can run them all over the shop. And the good thing is, We got the pace of Timo to come on second half. We got Hakim Ziyech's creativity second half, if needed. We've got plenty of options. That's the good thing, and that's the positive thing. Thiago Silva's got the captain's armband tonight, obviously, because Jorginho's on the bench alongside Cesar Azpi. Brendan Rodgers and Frank Lampard having a conversation about something. I don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about something. Right, so they're going to take the knee as normal. Lays in Louisville, Kentucky. Wow. It just astounds me where you guys tune in from. It is amazing. Thank you again for joining the stream. Much appreciated. It's very windy there. You can see by the players' shirts. Chelsea are playing with the wind behind them first half, by the looks of it, as Mason Mount takes a knee. We're about to kick off. Security 12HH is there. Mount is about to kick off, and he does now. Game's underway. Goes back to Silva, who turns away from Vardy and gives it to Kovacic, and then he goes square to Rudiger. Rudiger's playing on the right-hand side today, and Silva's playing on the left, and the ball over the top straight away, looking for Pulisic, and Fofana gets back in and knocks it away for a Chelsea throw-in. Did he? Welcome along, Deep State. Welcome. So, Reece James with a throw. About 20, level with the edge of their box, right-hand side. Looking for an option. He's got plenty of runners. Havertz drops deep to give him the ball. He gets it back, and then Maddison, it's actually Barnes, plays it off Reece James. It's a Leicester throw-in. About 25 yards from the corner flag, left-hand side for Leicester. That stats popped up again. Frank Lampard hasn't won in the 5 games against the top 6, top 4 rivals. Leicester waste possession. Chelsea throw. Reece James gets it back from Kovacic. Chased down, so goes back to Rudiger. It goes back to Mendy. Silva's playing left of the centre-backs. Rudiger's playing on the right. Against Fulham, it was the other way around. Chilwell strides forward and is fouled by Albright. And of course, this is Chilwell's first game back at Leicester as a Chelsea player. Spent 11 years there. It just popped up. They'll be looking to impress today. Right, Chelsea's got possession with Silva. Goes short to Mount. Gives it to Rudiger. Quick ball forward to Kai Havertz, who's got some space, and he turns. Gives it wide to Hudson-Odoi, who plays it back and looked like he's going to give it away, but Albrighton fell over, or Barnes fell over. Chelsea's got possession deep inside our half. Rudiger lumps the ball forward. There's a run from Pulisic in behind. Pulisic can't stand up. Tammy follows up into the box towards the right-hand side. Holds the ball up. Left wing, Chilwell. Mason Mount, 30 yards from goal. Goes square to Rudiger. Very early in this game, Chelsea's put 2 long balls over the top. And we've opened Leicester up and we've got him behind. And they've dealt with it sort of last minute. Very interesting to see that Chelsea are not playing this slow side-to-side possession. It's Rudiger who's done it twice already. Long balls over the top with Pulisic running in behind. And it's a threat already. It's a different way we're playing compared to the other day. Right, Leicester get the ball away. And then Chelsea mop the ball up with Thiago Silva. Goes out wide to Hudson-Odoi. His force backwards goes to Reece James. It goes to Rudiger. It goes back to Mendy. Leicester's hardly had a touch yet. We're 3 minutes into the game. It's been all Chelsea. Chilwell's got the ball. Turns away from Albrighton. Over halfway. Left wing. Gives it to Pulisic, who tries to get it back to him, but they step in and win it. Now Albrighton shut down by Chilwell, and Chilwell nicks it off him. Pulisic nicks off him. Pulisic drives into their half, but he plays the ball to Tammy. Tammy thought he was going to play him in, and Tammy made the run. Leicester got it back. Harvey Barnes, left wing, taking on Reece James. He gets past him, but Reece James crowds him out of it, and then Rudiger steps in and wins a good challenge on the edge of the box. Hudson-Odoi, the game's wide open already. Kai Havertz, Reece James, halfway inside our half. Back to Rudiger. Back to Mendy to slow it down. Good turn of speed from Reece James. He got done initially, but he got back in and muscled Harvey Barnes off the ball, and Rudiger stepped in to win it. Chelsea just knocking it about the edge of our box at the minute with Mateo Kovacic and Silva. It's now out to Rudiger, right side of the penalty box. Steps forward. Another long ball. No one's made the run though. He's played it down the right-hand side of the channel. So that's 3 times in 3 minutes. Rudiger's played long balls over the top. Clint, hello, welcome along. Oh, Mustafa, hello, how are you? Kurt, Zouma's on the bench again. Right, Leicester's got the ball outside their box with Evans. Plays it up to Maddison. He goes back to Kasper Schmeichel. Chelsea have pushed up, not pressing, but just pushed up in their half. Our front three, working their way across from left to right. They play it across to Justin on the left-hand side. It's Castagna's away. He's got inside our half. He's looking for a ball into Vardy. Silva steps across. But Maddison was actually fouled as he played the ball through. Mason Mount come across and caught him. They played it down the left-hand side and they stepped in front. Maddison pulled over to the left wing, got the ball back and he was away. Abigail, hello, welcome along. Good to see you. Leicester free kick, 5 minutes gone. About 35 yards out. Left of centre. Centre back, they've taken it quickly, gone outside to Barnes. Barnes with a cross into the box. And then Tammy chests the ball away under pressure from Justin. And it's a Leicester corner. Zouma's on the bench. Tammy was under pressure from Fofana. Rudiger's preferred to Zouma again. Right, Leicester corner from the right-hand side. Outswinger, our left-hand side. Albrighton to take it. Maddison comes short. He gets it. Mason Mount's there shutting them down. Albrighton's in, down the byline, pulls it back to the edge. And Barnes misses a shot. And they've just scored. Leicester's just scored from outside the box. And Didi, dearie me. The corner was taken short between Albrighton and Maddison. Mason Mount was there, standing trying to shut them down. As Mason Mount goes out to Maddison, he flicks it back to Albrighton, who's in down the byline. He's just onside as well. He gets inside the box and he pulls it to the edge. And Harvey Barnes miskicks it. And it comes out to Ndidi on the edge of the D. And he hits it with his left foot. He doesn't get a good strike on it. He just shanks it. It goes in off the post. Mendy's beaten. We're 1-0 down. The ball's spinning as it comes out to Ndidi. And Evans gets underneath it. Tammy Abraham's right behind Evans and he tries to react. Can't move his arm. He tries to get his foot up. Ndidi's just shanked this ball and it's gone in off one post to the other. And then we've got possession. We play it back to Mason Mount. He's shut down. He tries to find Chilwell and kicks it straight out of play. 1-0 Leicester and Didi, one of the most unlikely scorers in their team. Right, because Daniel takes a throw and Didi gets it inside his own half. Goes backwards. It's a blow, but there's plenty of time. Right, they play it forward. Silva wins a header. Havertz plays it into Kovacic. Does well to play it back to Chilwell under pressure. Silva goes back to Mendy. Mendy plays it out wide right to Reece James, who's behind Maddison. It's Barnes, actually. But Barnes gets back in and forces him backwards to Rudiger. Rudiger to Mendy, edge of the box. Switches it out this way to Chilwell. Takes it down, flicks it up to Pulisic, gets it back. Nice one too. Chilwell's away inside their box, inside their half, but then he overplays the ball to Pulisic and plays it out of play. Right, they've got the ball. Kovacic forces them wide to Albrighton inside their own half. We're forcing them backwards. Chelsea pressing high now through Pulisic. Back to Kasper Schmeichel. We need a reaction. Let's just react before half time, get a goal back, and then we can build second half. No panic yet. Kasper Schmeichel's got the ball. Dead centre of his penalty box. Goes to Fofana, shut down by Tammy. So turns back inside. Goes back to Kasper Schmeichel. He plays it out to left-hand side to Justin. Callum Hudson-Odoi fouls him, and it's a Leicester free kick. Frank's bellowing at the players, encouraging them. Leicester's got the ball. Go back to Johnny Evans, back to Fofana. 30 yards inside his own half. Fofana. Back to Johnny Evans. Chelsea pressed up to the just inside their half. Goes to Justin. Back to Maddison, who's dropped in to make up the numbers. Just playing it inside, deep inside their own half, across the back four at the minute. Fofana turns away from Tammy, who's worked hard to shut him down. Evans goes across square to Justin. Callum Hudson-Odoi, he steps inside in. Maddison's out. Maddison keeps dropping wide left. And then Barnes goes in front of him. Barnes down the wing. By the corner flag, he gets the corner off Reece James. Right, Leicester corner. Maddison's dropping really deep. He's either dropping into the defensive line when they got the ball to make an extra body, or he's moving right out to the left-hand side. Harvey Barnes is then pushing forward. Maddison's dropping right over to the wing to pick the ball up in space, and then he's playing his passes. Yerry, have some faith. Don't be pessimistic. Right, Leicester corner. Got the big guns up. Chelsea zonal marking. Cross comes over. Tammy did well. He went up there with Castagna to put him off a header. And then Mason Mount wins a good challenge. Deep inside our own half. Callum to Matteo Kovacic. Leicester swarming around us. We're doing well to get rid of it. Kovacic, brilliant play. Deep inside his own half. He's got three players around him. He puts the foot on the ball. Gives a dummy. Sells one of them. We get out. Silva out to Reece James, halfway line, right wing. He's got Callum making a run through the middle. Tammy makes a run through the middle. Havertz goes wide right and he stops and comes back this way. It's now out with Chilwell, 30 yards from goal, cross into the box, too low. They deal with it easy. Right, Maddison plays it up to Vardy. He's got two on the outside. They got their fullback Justin pushing forward now, and Barnes. They're looking for an overload on Reece James. Ball comes into the box from James. It's actually Hudson-Odoi. Chelsea worked it well and they get rid of it. Or Tammy tried to chest it down. They stepped in and beat him to it. Now, Reece James with a foul on Harvey Barnes. It is a Leicester free kick. Yerry, just be patient. There's still 80 minutes of this game to go. Chelsea are winning this game. Right, Leicester free kick. Play it high. Rudiger wins a header. And Chilwell and Mendy getting a bit of a muddle here. Mendy needs to be more decisive here. Leicester pick up the ball. They're looking for Castagna down the wing. Overplay it. Chelsea goal kick. Chilwell's having a pop at Mendy. Saying, you got to tell me. The ball's played back to Chilwell. Going towards the box. So Mendy comes to the edge of his box and he's saying to Chilwell, leave it, but it hasn't got legs on it, the ball. And it's been shut down by Vardy. So Chilwell gets rid of it. Mendy, honestly, he worries me at the minute. Right, Leicester have got possession with Tielemans looking to find Harvey Barnes. They've got overloads on the left-hand side, Leicester. If it's not Maddison dropping deep on the wing, allowing Barnes to go forward, they've got Justin, the left back. He's actually going and he's pushing on. Right, we've got the ball. Mendy gets it back from Rudiger and switches it out to Ben Chilwell. Takes a touch and goes back to Silva. Under pressure from Albrighton. Kovacic dropped deep, says, give me the ball. Gives it to him. Plays up to Pulisic. Lays it off to Chilwell. But Chilwell's got two around him straight away. And he gives it away. As soon as Chilwell gets it, they're just shutting him down. He can't hold onto the ball. Pulisic is trying to run off him, but nothing's happening at the minute. And then Leicester's possession goes back to Peter Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel. Peter Schmeichel's son. Fofana's got the ball. Outside the box, right-hand side. Goes back to Schmeichel. Shut down by Tammy and by Kai Havertz. Not in the game yet, Havertz. Needs to get involved, but so do all of our midfield, to be fair. Right, Chelsea's one possession halfway line. Rudiger. Back to Reece James. Pressed by Leicester. Goes back to Mendy. Right, Silva's got the ball. 10 yards outside our box. Dead centre. Gives it to Kovacic. He's got three around him. Back out to Chilwell. Pulisic makes a run up the wing. Then turns back on himself. And Chilwell suddenly got no option because Pulisic come back towards him. Pulisic's got to go deep, make that run and keep doing it, not keep coming towards the ball because they're crowding us out every time. Right, Chelsea have got the throw in. They go back to Mateo Kovacic. He's put under pressure, goes back to Mendy. Mendy plays a long raking pass out to Reece James. Right back position, halfway inside our half. He's shut down by Barnes and goes back to Rudiger. Rudiger, big ball out to his left-hand side, and there's Chilwell in a bit of space and plays it through the legs of the defender to Tammy, who tries to give it back to him. Complete lack of communication. Tammy gives it away. Now we've won it back. Vardy tried to find Albrighton, sorry. Gives it away. Right, Mount plays it up to Tammy. Can't hold the ball up. He needs to hold the ball up, Tammy. In games such as this where we're behind and we need an out ball, he's got to do better. He's got to use his physique and his height. And he's got to hold the ball up, Tammy. Leicester's got the ball now. Deep inside their half. Fofana. Plays the ball up inside our half. To Albrighton. He's got Castagna outside of him. Running towards the box now. Shut down by Pulisic. Turns back. Plays it square to Maddison. Shoots him outside the box and he hits the crossbar, Maddison. Deary me. Mateo Kovacic is having a right go at everyone here to get organised. Reece James is biting back at him. It's too easy in the midfield for Leicester. It's too easy already. Maddison collects that ball. He's about 25 yards out and he rifles one off the top of the crossbar. Right, so Chelsea play a long ball forward, looking for Tammy. Evans and Fofana between them are trying to shut him out. One of them falls over. Tammy's claiming he hasn't touched him. They're giving a free kick. Right, we've got to do better. We've got to do better through midfield. But the problem that we've got is when we've got possession of the ball, we need to make runs. And when we make runs, make them. Don't be hesitant. Don't sort of go and then stop. Right, they sweep it out to Castagna and it's picked up Barnes, who's come over. It's Albrighton again. I can never tell between the two of them. Albrighton is bitten by Pulisic, but he comes away with the ball and it deflects into the box towards the back post. James with a big header away to the edge. And Ndidi in space collects it. They found Maddison again, but he's shut down by Kai Havertz. Brilliantly well there, Havertz. And Chilwell's looking for an out ball. We got both Kai Havertz. In fact, it wasn't. It was Mason Mount defending. We got Kai Havertz playing up there. Reece James going to get booked in a minute. They play the ball down the right and down the left-hand side. Chelsea goal kick. Callum Hudson-Odoi tracks back and does really well. Mason Mount dropped deep and won a good challenge on the edge of the box. We play it forward. Kai Havertz is playing up with Tammy. Right, goal kick is taken short. Rudiger, inside his own box. Plays it up to Havertz, who lays it off to Reece James. Tries to find Callum Hudson-Odoi on the inside, but there's 5 defenders around our 2 up front. Javier, have patience. There's a long way to go. Right, Chelsea throwing. Reece James, 10 yards inside our half. Right-hand side. Looking for options. Up the line. They win the header. Another Chelsea throw in. We've got to make the ball stick in midfield and up front especially. Right, we've given the ball away. They've stepped in front of us and won the ball from a throw-in, but we've managed to get it away. Pulisic lays it off to Ben Chilwell, over halfway. He's got Albrighton in front of him. He's got Mason Mount alongside him. He gives him the ball. Mount's looking for an option. The only one he's got is Rudiger. Kai Havertz drifting into the holes between the midfield and their defence. Rudiger's looking for an out ball, and again the option is Pulisic, left-hand side, and he takes it. Good ball from Rudiger. Pulisic drives towards the edge of their box, goes outside of him to Chilwell. Back to Kovacic. Chelsea with a little bit of possession now, which is good. Rudiger steps forward, halfway inside their half, and plays another ball out to left-hand side to Pulisic. Takes it on his knee, stands up just inside their box. Comes outside to Chilwell, back again to Kovacic. Gets it back from Mount and switches it out to the right-hand side. Hudson-Odoi, right wing. Edge of their box, goes back to Reece James, who tries to get a cross in, and Chilwell spots it and moves back outside the box to collect the ball. Forced backwards. Kovacic, 35 yards from goal. Goes to Thiago Silva now. Leicester, 11 men behind the ball. Chelsea work it wide to Reece James. Plays it inside to Hudson-Odoi, gets it back and he has to go backwards under pressure. Silva collects it and again Leicester, 11 men behind the ball. Kovacic collects the ball, looking for an option. He hasn't got one, so he drives as he does through midfield. He keep him going. Tammy's picked up the loose ball. Mason Mount out to the right-hand side to Reece James. Hudson-Odoi, 1-2. Reece James is in, down the right-hand side, into the box. Cross comes in, it's a shot. And Kasper Schmeichel punches it over the bar. Chelsea corner, that was a good move. Little 1-2s, open the door. That was very good. Good from Callum and Reece. James should have got a cross in, but he has a shot from there, to be fair. It was on target. Schmeichel, no hesitation, just gets rid of it over the bar. Chelsea corner. Let's get a goal. Get back on level terms for half time. We can build again second half. Mason Mount to take it from our left wing. Corner from the right hand side. In swinger. Cross comes in. Flicked on by Thiago Silva. Schmeichel's there to punch it away again. Good header at the near post. Kovacic picks up the loose ball. Edge of the D. Edge of the centre circle, sorry. Goes out to Reece James. Leicester once again. 11 men behind the ball. They're literally saying you've got to try and break us down with a 4-1-4-1. The ball, I'll tell you where the space is left wing, where Pulisic and Ben Chilwell are. At the minute, Pulisic is coming off the wing from the left-hand side. He's coming towards the middle, which is opening the space up to Ben Chilwell. The only problem that we've got with that is when Chilwell's got the ball down the left-hand side and he's looking for an option, Pulisic isn't there. In some instances it works, sometimes it doesn't. Patrick, what are you doing, mate? Go away, you idiot. Anyway, Chelsea have got possession. Force it forward to their right back position. They head it away. And Silva collects a good ball. Heads it to Kovacic, to Mount. Rudiger, centre circle. Picks the ball up. Chelsea are playing better. Better 5 minutes from us. Much better. Havertz collects the ball with Ndidi around him. Lays it off to Pulisic. Lays it out to Ben Chilwell. Drives towards the edge of their box. Plays it inside. Havertz, a little step away. Unlucky. He did a nice little step and dribble from Johnny Evans. Turned him inside out, but Schmeichel read it and fell at his feet and collected the ball. Good little feet from Kai Havertz there. He did well to drop deep and get involved, and he makes a run into the box, and Chilwell finds him, takes a touch, knocks it around Johnny Evans, and then holds him off. And to be fair, Schmeichel comes out and collects it. Fofana with the ball. Goes back to Kasper Schmeichel, just on his 6-yard box. Taking his time. Drives it forward. Over the head of Chilwell. Silva comes across and nicks it in, off the feet of Castagna. It's a Leicester throw-in just over halfway, right-hand side. Castagna looking for an option. Play it into the run of Albrighton. Mason Mount gets a foot in it, goes through to Mendy. Collects it, picks it up, and no one's sort of stating that's an indirect free kick, and we get away with it. Rudiger comes outside the box, goes back square to Mason Mount, who's dropped in to help for an option. Silva. Right, play it forward. Pulisic tries to flick it on. Evans. Out to Fofana. Back to Evans. A long ball over the top looking for Vardy. He's in behind, but Mendy's done well and come right to the edge of his box and collects the ball in front of Vardy. And Chelsea play the ball up to Kai Havertz. He tries to play a ball wide, deflects of a Leicester player and gets it back to him. Mount's turned away from Tielemans. He's over halfway, left of centre, driving forward. He's got Pulisic outside him. He gets the ball, edge of the box. He's held up by 2 defenders, Pulisic, but he does well to keep hold of it. Kovacic, dead centre, 30 yards out, 35 yards out. Square to Reece James. Hudson-Odoi, chance to take on Justin. Justin steps in. Hudson-Odoi goes flying over the ball. Justin with a good challenge, and they're breaking down our left-hand side. Our right hand side, the ball's played in early. Silva's read it, gets in front of Vardy and heads it away. Hudson-Odoi tracking back. Maddison dropping deep to collect the ball. Leicester now switch it. Barnes switches it out to the right hand side to Castagna. Halfway inside, our half. Right wing. Tillmans drops deep to get it. Chelsea pressing. Tammy shutting down Fofana. They go square to Johnny Evans over halfway, left of centre. Out to the left back. Into Barnes, who's tackled by Kovacic and wins it well. And Kai Havertz collects the ball. And he spots the run of Tammy. I think Tammy's offside. He collects the ball. Tammy, he is. The stupid... Whoever made that rule that someone makes a run and then they wait 10 seconds after they've collected the ball to flag them offside needs shooting. Honestly, it's a joke rule. Anyway, they've played the ball. They're down the left-hand side. And Barnes he got past Reece James, but there was Rudiger covering. And Rudiger does well. Plays it off of him for a Chelsea throw-in by our corner flag. Leicester moved it quickly down the left-hand side. That's where they're looking for joy from. They're trying the overload on Reece James. Right, we take a throw. Havertz can't hold it up and Barnes nicks it. Goes square. Shot from deep. Albrighton, 35 yards, and Mendy, unsure, pushes it over the bar. Leicester corner. The game is open, to say the least. Really, really open. Right, Leicester corner. From their left-hand side, Maddison right-footed in-swinger. Let's get this ball away. Cross comes in. Abraham wins it. 6-yard box. Heads it to the outside of the box, but they drop and collect it. It comes out to Albrighton. Hudson-Odoi sells himself for a challenge. Cross comes in. Silva wins it. Mount chests it down to Chilwell. Tries to dribble out the box and he's beaten. And Castagna, but Chilwell gets back in and makes a great challenge on Castagna. Inside our box and puts it out for a Leicester throw-in. Tosh, any more of that nonsense? Right, still plenty of time to go here. A lot of football to be played. So another corner for Leicester. This time it's from their right wing, our left-hand side. Maddison to take it out, swinger. Let's deal with this. Cross comes in. Tammy wins another good header. Heads it away. Tillmans collects it outside the box. Goes back to Justin. Out to Albrighton. Goes back to the right-hand side to Maddison. 35 yards from goal. Havertz closes him down, forcing him backwards. Back to Ndidi, and Pulisic is now shutting him down. Chelsea sort of pressing out towards the edge of our half. Who the hell's what's he talking about? Kenneth Barlow. Anyway, Chelsea have got the ball. Sorry, Leicester's got the ball deep inside their half, and it's all come to a complete stop. Right, and Ndidi's picked it up. Plays it up to halfway to Maddison, right of centre. Tries to find Albrighton, but Silva's read the ball. Plays it up to Kovacic, who's shut down straight away by Tielemans. Chilwell, halfway inside our half, left-hand side. Plays it up the line to Pulisic. He's got Castagna behind him. Fouls him. Referee gives a free kick. Right on halfway. Who are these people that spend their lives overnight going on YouTube channels and live YouTube channels and put that stuff up? Deary me. Anyway, Rudiger's got the ball. 10 yards inside our half. Plays it to Kovacic, bottom of the centre circle. Shut down by Vardy, and he gets the ball out to right-hand side to Mason Mount. He's shut down by Maddison, goes back to Rudiger, square to Silva, bottom of the centre circle again. Plays the ball forward to Kai Havertz, who's found some space, but he can't control it. And it goes out to Barnes, who's running down the left-hand side. Havertz is trying to track back, holds him back, and he's going to get booked for it. 10 yards inside our own half, left-hand side. They're definitely going after our right-hand side. They're going after Reece James. They're not thinking as though he's getting a lot of protection from Hudson-Odoi or from Havertz. And they're going after that side. Havertz is booked. Leicester City have got a free kick. They're going to launch it into the box by the looks of it. Everyone's pushing up to the edge of the box. Chelsea have pushed right up to the edge. Silva's organising. Mendy's bellowing. Tell people don't drop deep. Diddy, I'll take a draw, but I'll take a win and all. Maddison takes a free kick, headed away by Rudiger. And then Pulisic steps in front of Castagna and clears the ball away. Leicester throw him. Level the edge of our box, right hand side. Castagna to take it. I think this is a game for 4-4-2 maybe. You know, they got 4-1-4-1, but I'll go 4-4-2 second half. Force them into something different. Castagna with the throw in. Tielemans gives it back to him. Steps away from Pulisic, but there's Mason Mount. And then Pulisic follows up to win the ball, but then Didi turns away from Havertz. Plays it out to Justin on the left-hand side. Goes inside to Barnes. Goes back out, 30 yards out to Justin. Barnes makes a run down the byline. Just inside our half. Beats the challenge, but then comes off. He beats the challenge of Hudson-Odoi as he come back the way he was coming. And Hudson-Odoi couldn't get the challenge in. Reece James blocks his cross, and it's now a Leicester corner again. Leicester are finding plenty of space at the minute. Chelsea's watching the way Chelsea are playing at the minute. There's a lot of ball watching going on. And they get caught. Anyway, Leicester corner. Right hand side. Maddison goes short this time. Plays it out to the edge to Justin. Cross comes in too high and it's easy for Mendy. Now break. Get it forward quickly, and he does. He looks for an option for Pulisic. Schmeichel's come all the way to the bottom of the centre circle to win a diving header, and he won it. And he's managed to get away with it. He had it about 30 yards forward, Schmeichel. Deary me. Right, Silva collects the ball. Left of centre. 10 yards inside our half. Gives it to Kovacic. Goes square to Rudiger. Chilwell. Acres of space again. And Rudiger tries to find him, but underplays the pass. Castagna wins it. Heads it up to Brighton. Kovacic up against him. Kovacic gets in and wins a great challenge. And then Silva mops up. Ball on Kova. You do more of that. Right, Silva's got the ball. Goes square to Rudiger. 10 yards outside our half. Reece James collects the ball. Havertz makes a run beyond him. Tammy drops deep. Right, we're forced backwards. Silva's got the ball and he plays the ball up to halfway to Pulisic. Lays it off to Havertz, who lays it back to Pulisic. And Callum Hudson-Odoi is wide open. Pulisic. Hudson-Odoi inside the box, right hand side. Hudson-Odoi. He's at the side netting. He was in. Great move. Ball played from Silva up to Pulisic, right hand side of the centre circle. First time ball flicked into Havertz. Havertz chests it down and Pulisic is gone. Plays him in. As Pulisic drives towards the edge of their box, they're all backing off. Hudson-Odoi is wide open. He plays him in. Takes a touch right hand side of the penalty box. Goes to strike it near post. Should have gone far. And he put it the other side of the side netting. Big chance, but that shows you how you can open the door. Quick 1-2s, quick little layoffs, and you're in behind Leicester. They're not the quickest at the back. I've said it all the way along. Get Werner on second half to roast them. They can't keep up with him. The two centre-backs are too slow. That's how you break Leicester down. Right, they've got the ball. Fofana plays the ball up to Castagna. Chilwell does well to shut him down and win it. We play the ball into Havertz, back to goal, 30 yards out. Hudson-Odoi makes a run beyond him. He holds the ball up though. He spotted that Hudson-Odoi was being crowded out of it. But Havertz lays the ball off and they've won it back. Ndidi, they're down our left-hand side again. Reece James is tracking back against Barnes. Kovacic is supporting. And Kovacic does well. Barnes goes down again, claiming he's been fouled. He wasn't. Chelsea come away with the ball. Thiago Silva drives forward. Chilwell, halfway line, left wing. He's got Callum come all the way this side. Pulisic collects the ball with two players around him. And Ndidi steps in and wins it off of him. Easy. All Brighton in his own half. Plays the ball up the line to Vardy. Vardy in on goal. Mendy's off his line. He tries to chip him. Mendy gets a touch on it. And Rudiger gets there, and before it gets to the goal line, Mendy did well. Mendy read what Vardy was going to do there. Vardy got in. He pulled right over to our right wing, and he got in behind Chilwell, where Chilwell went forward. It's got to be careful. Mount plays it to Reece James. They're under pressure straight away. James lumps it up the line. Tammy can't get there. Come on, Tammy. Win these balls. He does now halfway. Lays it off to Mason Mount. Plays it centre circle. Pulisic, dead centre, drives forward. Chilwell's on the outside of him. He drives. Chilwell, edge of the box, left-hand side. Puts the cross in early first time. Tammy's on the edge to try and keep it in, and he does. Plays it back to Havertz. Steps inside the penalty box. Right-hand side. Cross blocked. And then Barnes. Leicester look really leggy. Leicester look tired. Right, they play the ball forward to Tielemans now. He's allowed to come out. It's so wide open, this game. It's unbelievable. Right, we force them back. Schmeichel plays it straight out of play, giving Chelsea a throw-in. Level with the edge of their box. Come on. He was offside. We're just showing the replay of Vardy again, and he was offside. Did well though, Mendy. Did really well to get his fingertips to it. Took the pace off the ball, and Rudiger was able to get it away. Right, we've got possession. We've gone back to the halfway line, gone across to the right-hand side. It's come back again to Kovacic. Centre circle, dead centre. Gives it to Silva. Right of centre circle to Rudiger. Rudiger up to Kai Havertz. Lays it off outside of him to Hudson-Odoi, right wing. Goes back to Reece James in front of the benches. Reece James raking pass out to left-hand side to Chilwell. Traps it dead first time. Brilliant control. Closed down though. Back to Kovacic. Back to Rudiger. Reece James. We're still inside their half. Playing the ball up to Havertz. They step in front of him and Mason Mount makes a run and Hudson-Odoi plays it to him. Mount by the corner flag. Two around him. Gets a Chelsea throw-in. They look really tired, Leicester. They look really leggy. Their defence and their midfield look like they're struggling. Second half could be big here. Chelsea throw. Reece James takes it to Kovacic, who's forced backwards to Rudiger. 10 yards inside our half. Dead centre now with Silva. Inside, well, top of the centre circle. Kovacic comes square, gives it to him. Havertz, or Mount drops deep, goes outside to Reece James. Hudson-Odoi comes off the wing inside, he ignores him, back to Mount. Kovacic, Chilwell's the ball with space and he finds him. Chilwell, left-hand side. Goes back to Silva, centre circle. Just outside of it, right-hand side to Rudiger. Inside their half. Leicester, all 11 men behind the ball again, which is why we're working it from left to right. We're looking for an opening, looking for some space. Silva's got it again, centre circle. Everyone's standing still at the minute. No one's moving around. This is why the two centre-backs and Kovacic are just interchange of passing. Leicester are not bothered, not shutting us down and letting them do it. Right, now we get it to Chilwell. He comes inside, but he's forced backwards to Silva. Rudiger picks up the ball inside their half and plays another long ball out to this left-hand side to Pulisic, who's dropped out to left wing. Castagna tries to shut him down and force him backwards to Chilwell. Kovacic, same thing again though. It goes back. Silva, Mount, Rudiger. Rudiger to Havertz, drops deep to get involved, which is good to see. Havertz to Mount. Little quick 1-2, and he's in, Mason Mount. He tries to find, it's a foul. That's a penalty. Is it a penalty? It's a penalty, Chelsea. Pulisic, brilliant move. Mason Mount and Kai Havertz. Mount gives the ball to Havertz, gives it back to him. Mount flicks it. Let's have a look. He flicks it and he's away and he plays the ball to Christian Pulisic, who's just inside the box. Evans comes across to win the ball and he catches Pulisic. Pulisic is down. Chelsea penalty. A chance to make it 1-1. I did say, let's get 1-1 at half time and go again. And that's a definite penalty. 100%. They are checking it. Oh, he's outside the box. Contact is literally on the line. If anything, it's just outside. It's just outside the box. It's not a penalty. It's a free kick, I think. Yeah, it's a free kick on the edge. Who's going to take this? You got Chilwell. You got Mount. You got away with that one, Evans. But once again, little quick passes, little 1-2s, and we're in behind them. Just play it around their midfielders, and you're in. They're relying on Ndidi, who plays the deeper. He plays the 4-1-4-1, doesn't he? He plays the holding midfielder. When you get the ball around him, just knock it like beyond him. There's no other midfielders defending. Right, currently we've got Kai Havertz on the ball. The problem with this free kick is it's just sort of right of the D outside the box. In fact, it's a yard. It's to the right-hand side of centre. It's about a yard outside their box. It's too close to get it up and down. You've got to drive it. Virtual, I'm a minute behind. Don't spoil it. Right, Mason Mount and Kai Havertz over the ball. You're not going to get it up and down from here. You've got to drill it. Mount fires it over. You're never going to get it up and down from the edge of the box. You've got to drive it. He puts it 5 yards over the bar. It's just ridiculous. If anything, you just play it out to the left-hand side. You've got someone on the left wing there, or stands on the edge, and you just got to pass it to him. That should have been a penalty, but VAR proved it wasn't. Anyway, 5 to go till half time. Virtual, you're going to get blocked in a minute. Right, Leicester's got the ball from the goal kick and they play it up to Vardy. Goes over Vardy and Barnes, and they've just scored. Deary me. 2-0. Maddison has just scored, not Barnes. They've played the ball over the top. They played it through midfield. It come out to the right-hand side of centre. They play the ball up to the edge of the box high, looking for Vardy. There's a challenge on the edge of the box. So what's happened? So Schmeichel's goal kick is launched. So Rudiger goes and wins a header, but it falls dead centre. Pulisic tries to win the ball, and it looks as though it's all Brighton. Collects the ball just outside the centre circle, launches the ball. Let's have a look here again. Yeah, all Brighton picks it up, and he's just outside the centre circle. And he launches the ball high to Vardy. Rudiger comes across to block Vardy off, fouls him. And then Reece James is too slow to react to Maddison, who's in behind. And as Mendy comes out, Maddison puts it underneath him, and we're 2-0 down. 2-0 down. Reece James needed to get back in. Right, we're 2 down. Got a job on second half. Change it to 4-4-2. Right, we've managed to win a throw-in. 10 yards inside our half. Come on, Frank. React second half. Yeah, the focus on Reece James. Reece James has just mouthed the words F to himself. I think he knows he got caught. Right, we've taken the throw, and it's... What's happened now? They've given a foul. Virtual. Any more things up of scores? Don't do it. You'll get blocked. It's the whole point of doing the commentary. Anyway, Johnny Evans plays the ball up the wing. It goes over the head of the winger and over the head of Reece James. It's a Chelsea throw-in. It's not. It's a Leicester throw-in, believe it or not. Halfway inside our half, left wing. Right, 1-2s, and they've worked it on the left-hand side. Justin, good challenge from Mason Mount. And then Rudiger follows up and blasts the ball away. Tammy fouled. Chelsea free kick. 15 yards inside our half on the right-hand side. Get involved in the chat. Of course, just don't put the scores up, Virtual. Spoils it, mate. Right, still time. Come on, be positive. Who remembers Blackburn away back in the days where Roy Hodgson was managing them and Gianluca Vialli was managing us? A Tor Andre Flo hat-trick with Brian Laudrup. Remember those days? It can happen in football. Let's be positive. Let's try to be anyway. Kovacic. Chelsea got the ball. Pulisic inside their half. Play the ball out to the left wing and Chilwell down the line. 10 yards from the corner flag. Cross comes in to the near post. No one there, but Kovacic collects the loose ball. 30 yards out. Mason Mount turns away from Maddison. Plays it out to the right-hand side to Reece James. Gets it back, Mason Mount. Need a ball in the box. Need a ball in the box. Goes back to Reece James. Hudson-Odoi, we're forced backwards. Didn't get the crossing we should have done. Thiago Silva plays it forward. Pulisic collects it. Turns away from Maddison. Out to Ben Chilwell. Another chance to get across, and he does. This time he doesn't beat it, but Tammy Abraham has just gone in. He was never going to win the ball, and he's caught Fofana, and he's now injured. He's winded Abraham. He's down, and it's a Leicester free kick. That's going to be half time coming up. He's not in the game, Tammy, this game. He's not in the game. He needs to do better. He needs to do more. He plays better with somebody next to him. He can't play the lone role as a centre-forward because he doesn't hold the ball up. He's not strong enough at the minute. It's not part of his game. 2 minutes of injury time, first half. Right, Schmeichel's doing all of his best to take his time. It seems as though he's about 12 players in a 10-yard radius. Reaches the halfway line. Leicester head it forward. Then it comes back from Chelsea, back from Leicester, back from Chelsea. And indeed he goes back to Evans. And Evans goes back to Schmeichel. Back out to Evans. Outside of the box, left-hand side. Evans drives it forward. Mount collects it. Back to Reece James. Rudiger back to Thiago Silva. Sorry, Mendy. Back out to Chilwell. Back to Thiago Silva. Rudiger striding forward. Out balls the left-hand side again. Underplays it. Castagna can only find Chilwell. Chilwell. Cross comes into the box. Doesn't get any height on it. They clear it away, but Kovacic collects it. 35 yards from goal. Left to centre. Finds Mason Mount. Comes back this way inside. Finds Kovacic. Kovacic finds Pulisic. Back to Kovacic. Rudiger. Rudiger. To Thiago Silva. Silva. Over the top to Chilwell. Left wing. To Mason Mount. 10 yards inside our own half. Rudiger again. Reece James inside to Kovacic, to Pulisic. There's a foul on the edge of the box. He's not given again. And then Maddison's gone down, claiming a foul from Mason Mount. And Mason Mount is literally having to say to the referee, what is going on here? Is it Maddison or is it Tielemans? One of them. It's Tielemans. Get up. Nothing wrong with you. Come on, Frank. React right. That's half time. Frank straight in, stern-faced. Come on, we need to react here. We need to do something at half-time. Go 4-4-2, attack the game. Put Timo Werner up front with Olivier Giroud. Put Hakim Ziyech on for Hudson-Odoi. Callum's not really been in it at the minute. He's been doing all right. So, I mean, I'd go Havertz for Werner, Abraham for Giroud, and I would go Ziyech for Hudson-Odoi, which is tough on Callum, but got to chase this game now. Really have. Even 4-2-3-1, as people were saying earlier. It's not good. Not good at all. But okay, all these people on my chat that are saying Lampard sacked and all this, right? That's because you're not going to give him time, or you're not prepared to give him time, right? So if someone comes in and replaces Frank Lampard, how much time do you give the new person that comes in? Tell me in the chat. Tell me. Mahmoud, you tell me. Everybody else that's saying Lampard out and all this, harsh meat, everybody else. Who do you want in and how much time do you give them? And if you give them more time, Then you give Frank Lampard. Tell me why. Because at the end of the day, a new manager's got to come in and learn, get to know all the players. As you know, in the Premier League season, this season, and the Champions League and everybody else, you're not going to have that time because you've got game after game after game after game. Why not stick with someone that knows the players and can try and turn it around? Everyone's saying Frank Lampard out. Fine. That's your opinions. I can't change that. The only thing I want to say is, you're saying Frank Lampard out, so someone new comes in. Let's just say Allegri comes in, right? And he loses 5 games in a row. What happens? Tuchel, he's fallen out with the teams he's managed. Dortmund, PSG. He's just been sacked, for God's sakes, at PSG. How much time do you give him at Chelsea? And if you bring a new manager in, if you sack Frank Lampard now, and you give a new manager and you bring a new manager in, right? Is that the Chelsea board saying, I'm going to bring you in because we need you to galvanise the team and push for top 4? If they don't finish top 4, what happens? You're going to sack him. You're going to sack 2 managers in the course of a season. This is where people need to get a bit of a grip here. It's literally, it's. I'm hoping that Frank Lampard is given the time to turn it around. The players, the second goal for Leicester is Reece James's fault. He got caught. The first goal he can't do nothing about. He's on the edge of the box and he hits it. So Aka, why stick with this? Well, tell me why you would bring another manager in who needs time to learn the players and learn the English Premier League if they're not managing this league before. Why would you give that person time and risk, again, not finishing top 4? Tell me. Put your comments in the comments section. It doesn't look good at the moment. It doesn't look good at all. If anything, I think the selection for the team was wrong, but Frank Lampard's got a chance to react, and that's what you want to see him do. He did it against Fulham, and we got to hope he does it again. It's still a young team. It's still a team that's new. It's still a team that's developing. But it's not good enough. It is not good enough. But I will say this. Frank Lampard will know better than anybody as to what's expected, what's demanding, where the club needs to be. And he'll be hurting just as much as everyone, Frank Lampard. Just as much. So let's just forget the Frank Lampard talk at the minute, because that'll be after the game. It's going to go mad after the game. So let's just focus on this second half. Let's hope that we can make the changes and we can get back into this game. Let's break the second half down into 15-minute periods. First 15 minutes, second, and then the third. We need a score in each of the 15 minutes, or 2 of them at least. But it's just a point. If I'm seeing all this stuff about Frank Lampard needs to be sacked and all this, then to me it's like, okay, so if you bring somebody else in, who are you gonna bring in first of all? And to all you people that are saying Frank Lampard sacked, I want you to tell me who you want to bring in and how much time you'll give them, and what happens if they don't finish top 4. Put that in the chat. If they come in, if he is sacked and they come in and we do finish top 4, fair enough. But let's be honest. If you bring a new manager in, you've got to give them time. Do you think Chelsea's in the position to give anybody time at the minute, including Frank Lampard? Hazelnut, great shout. I'll go and get John Terry in. I'll get him in to work with Lampard at the back, work on the defensive side of things. Gerard, hello, mate. Welcome along. Thank you for the super chat. There's certain players that are trying their best. There's certain players that are not in the game through no fault of their own, just the way Leicester are playing. But the way we're playing, the 4-3-3 up against the 4-1-4-1 isn't working. But we have had chances where we play quick 1-2s and we get in behind. Seeker, let's be real. Are you seeing a difference in our playing style? Not at the minute, mate. I'm not, no. That's why you got to go 4-4-2. You have to go 4-4-2. Like I said, I've got nothing against the players themselves, but Kai Havertz is not really involved, and he seems to drift in games. He doesn't really sort of bust a gut, and he goes at pace, does he? So maybe you might have Kai Havertz off, replaced by Timo Werner. Tammy off, replaced by Giroud. Put those two up front. Big little, one drop deep, hold the ball up. One goes in behind. And then Callum, possibly Callum, for Hakim Ziyech, for that little bit of quality, delivering balls onto the head of Giroud. You know, but I mean, this second goal, there's a chance where we could win the ball on the halfway line. We don't. Pulisic goes in with a bit of a powder puff challenge, and it falls right to the feet of Albright, who just looks up, and Vardy's off. And Silva's gone towards the ball, so Rudiger's got to come across and cover. And Rudiger goes up with Vardy, and it goes over the top of him. Lewis, you're about to get blocked, mate. Bell end. Seriously, honestly. Anyway, so, yeah, 4-4-2. Let's hope we change it. Let's hope we score an early goal. Listen, let's take a point, shall we? Is Giroud injured? I thought he's on the bench, Giroud, or is he not? If Giroud's not injured, then that changes things. Let me have a butcher's. Hold on. He's not on the bench, you're right. So it'll be Tammy and Timo then, wouldn't it? 2 changes. I have to say, the whole Zouma thing baffles me at the minute. I don't know why Zouma's not sort of been playing. I thought he was rested for Fulham to come back in tonight, but he's not there. FH Junior, I'd go 4-4-2. Leicester are playing 4-1-4-1. Right? Let's push two forwards up against them. Let's play 2 wingers and force their fullbacks backwards. Let's get Albrighton and Barnes helping their fullbacks by looking after our wingers, which should then give our fullbacks a bit more time. That's what I would do. Do us a favour, guys. Drop a like on the video for me. It puts it out there for more people to watch, hopefully, and enjoy. But it's just, as I'm saying, people, everyone's talking about the fact that Lampard needs to be sacked, but then you have to ask the question, right, who's going to come in? How much time are you going to give them? And what if they don't finish top 4? Are they then going to be sacked as well? It's just, you can end up being in a completely vicious circle here of events, and it's just, you know, I have to agree. I understand why people are saying it. And it looks crap right now. It looks awful right now. But this team doesn't go from a team that was 16 games unbeaten to a team that's just useless. Come on. Let's have a bit of positivity. If we can get a draw out of this, it'd be great. I think at the end of the day, we know we've got options to change it. We know we're still a goal threat. We just need to take chances. At the minute, the crossing into the box has been poor from Chilwell. I don't think he's actually beaten one of their defenders yet at the near post. So we just need to be positive, try to beat, ignore the Lampard out nonsense and focus back on the game. Look, let's be honest. If we lose this game, social media, everyone's going to go mad. Going to go absolute mad on this. So, and if it then does if we do lose the game, then rather than me do a video on here, in fact, what I probably might do, I might stop the stream after the game's finished and start up a new one just for a chat. Chelsea fans, just to get their feelings off their chest for an hour or so. See how it goes. Deary me. Right, we got a job on here, people. Alonso, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. What is a good season for Frank this season now? Well, he's got to be top 4, isn't he? Before this game started, we were 5 points behind Liverpool. It's a goal. Got any spare booze? I've got loads of it, mate. Dog Bone, CD the Chelsea therapist. Yeah, I try to be. Gordon, if we lose this game, Lampard will get sacked in the morning, probably. I hope he isn't, because as I was saying, like, who are you going to replace him with? And what time sort of, if you replace Frank Lampard, are you going to say to a manager, try and challenge for top 4? You know, just try to challenge for it this season, or you know, try and improve where we're at the moment. But then, why not give Frank Lampard that opportunity as well? You know, he's definitely got to do something against the top sides. This will be the 6th game this season we wouldn't have won against the top 6, top 4 rivals, which isn't good enough. It isn't good enough, and we have to admit that. But, as I keep saying, you know, bring a manager in to change it. They need time to learn the Premier League, especially if they're not a manager from these shores. They need time to get to know the players. At the moment, with COVID and the schedule, no one's got time. So, if Chelsea finish mid-table with a brand new manager, or even, you know, 9th, 8th, 7th, is that going to be acceptable to everyone? Because of the financial implications it's going to have. I'm sure that Chelsea are literally looking at this situation. They're looking at the schedule. They're looking at the possibility of replacing Frank and the implications of that. Promise, I'm not making excuses. I'm just trying to be realistic and try and put it out there. Right, what's going on here? Timo Werner, is out warming up. Frank has got a scowl on him. I'll give him that. Chelsea boy, bro, I'm listening to you from the other day and I wonder if you understand football. Okay, mate. Appreciate that. Appreciate the comment. Andy W, you take 5th and 6th. Yeah. And that's the thing. What if a new manager doesn't get that? Is he going to get the time to do that? Is he going to get the time the following season if he misses out? That's what we're sort of saying here. Seiko, I do agree. I don't understand what's happened with Zouma. Right. Teams are out for second half. Is there any changes? Doesn't look like it at the minute. It looks as though... Is there any subs? What's going on? No changes. Same team, which is... That's poor. Yeah, I'll bring Diego Costa back. My word. Right, second half kicks off. Leicester play it forward. They flick the ball on, but Rudiger collects it. Forced backwards to Mendy. Mendy plays the ball out to Chilwell. He's shut down straight away by 2 players, but he launches it up the line. Havertz comes across. Chelsea throw him. Takes it quickly to Kovacic. 10 yards inside our half. Left wing. Goes back to Silva. Dead centre. Goes to Rudiger. Rudiger plays it up the line, right hand side to Reece James. 15 yards inside their half. Up to Hudson-Odoi. Gets it back. Mason Mount collects the ball. Moves to the centre circle. Gives it to his left hand side to Kovacic. Forced wide. Comes back inside to Mason Mount. Kovacic is forced back across to Rudiger. Rudiger comes out this right hand side to Reece James. 30 yards from goal, right wing, plays it inside to Havertz, got space to control it, goes back to Mount, and Mount tries to play a pass out to the right wing with his left wing of his left foot, underplays it, and they win the ball back. And then Chilwell shuts down Albright, and it goes off for a Leicester throw-in. Right, so Leicester throw, 10 yards inside their own half. They go right up to Maddison. Chelsea win the ball back. Hudson-Odoi steps in. Back to Silva, bottom of the centre circle. Silva looks for a ball, goes short to Kovacic, plays it out to the right-hand side to Reece James. Strides forward, halfway inside their half, inside to Hudson-Odoi, shut down by Ndidi. Back to Reece James, goes back to Rudiger. Kovacic, centre circle, bottom of it, picks the ball up, plays it outside to Reece James again. Hudson-Odoi comes off the line and goes inside ahead of him. Kai Havertz comes short, gives it back to Reece James. He's forced backwards. Once again, Leicester, 11 men behind the ball. Just all moving across in their shape. They're 4-1, 4-1. They're all moving across. There's no space. Comes back out to Reece James, halfway inside their half. Plays the ball to Hudson-Odoi, edge of the box. Lays it off the right-hand side to Havertz. Holds off a challenge outside to Reece James. Cross blocked. Chelsea throwing. Level with the edge of their box. Havertz just looks like he sort of dawdles through games, doesn't he? Needs to speed up a bit. Right, James with a throw, looking for an option. Mason Mount drops in. Kovacic plays it up to Pulisic. That was unlucky. Kovacic arrived late on sort of dead centre, and Pulisic made a run towards the thrower, spun off into the box, and Kovacic tried to find him first time. Overplayed it. Unlucky. Leon, who cares? No one cares about Arsenal. They're below us, aren't they? Right, Schmeichel plays it out to Fofana, who lumps it forward, up to halfway. Chilwell wins the header, heads it out of play. Castagna just sees the ball out, and it's a Leicester throw-in right in front of Frank Lampard on the far side. Castagna taking his time, eventually gives it to I think it was Barnes, who flicks it inside to Maddison, who comes this way. He's actually Albrighton. Barnes on the left-hand side, drives towards the edge of the box, cross comes in. Silva reads it and clears it. Havertz collects it. Hudson-Odoi tries to take it round Ndidi. Ndidi beats him, wins the ball back. James just the left-hand side, up against Reece James. Inside to Maddison. Square to Tielemans. Outside to right-hand side. Albrighton, edge of the box. Plays it back. Cross comes in, back post. Justin, wide open. Reece James switched off again, and he heads it down and just wide. Gets Aspie on for Reece James. Reece James having a bad game. A really bad game. He doesn't know where he is, Reece James. He's got his arms out to the other centre-backs. I don't know if he's being called across by Rudiger, but Justin has missed an absolute sitter. Right, ball played up the line from Reece James to Tammy. Shot blocked. Chelsea corner. That was good. Inside the channel. Mark, get Zlatan. Deary me. Reece James, his quality's there for all to see in the opposition half, but today, defensively, switched off twice. Been caught once. Nearly caught again. Right, so Chelsea corner. Right-hand side. Mount with the outswinger. Cross comes in. Header straight towards Schmeichel from Tammy. It's unlucky. Free header as well. Right on the penalty spot. Straight into Schmeichel's hands. Right. Chelsea possession. Chilwell looks for the ball over the top to Havertz, who's made a run towards the edge of the box. Evans wins a header, heads it away, and Leicester pick up second ball. Mount's won the ball back. Mount, edge of the box, plays it to Tammy. They got 5 defenders around him, right on the D, and they get it away. Barnes plays it up to Maddison, who's caught by Kovacic. Kovacic is booked. Maddison's gone down. Kovacic is booked for a foul on Maddison. Did he catch him? Barnes up to Maddison. He sort of does. He sort of slides through and he catches his standing leg. It is a free kick. Right. Give it another 5 and then change it, Frank. 4-4-2. You got to do something here. Right, Leicester play the free kick out to the right-hand side. Halfway inside our half. Play it up the line. Chilwell's gone across. Chilwell fouls Albrighton and it's a Leicester free kick. Pulisic steps on the ball. Chilwell gets back in. Right, Leicester got a chance to get the ball in the box here. Right-hand side. Maddison to take it. Maddison Tielemans. Going to go short. No, he's not. He's pushed him away. Maddison swing it in. Chelsea holding the high line right up on the edge of our box. Let's get the ball away. Cross comes in. Header goes up. Easy for Mendy just to claim it. Right, Rudiger. Outside of the box. Plays it inside to Kovacic. Dead centre. Strides forward towards the edge of the centre circle. Comes back this way to Rudiger and he's going to play it up to Reece James. He's got a little bit of space, but he's shut down now by Albrighton. Once again, they're 11 men behind the ball, Leicester, making it hard again. Mendy to Rudiger. Kovacic drops deep to come and get it. Plays it out to Thiago Silva. Over halfway. Plays it out to Ben Chilwell. Halfway inside their half. Forced back to Silva. Kovacic now with a bit of space inside their half. Plays the ball wide. Pulisic gets the ball. Chilwell goes on the outside of him. Pulisic, 35 yards out, square to Kovacic. Plays the ball to the right. Reece James, edge of the box, some space. Cross comes in. Doesn't beat the first defender. Fofana by himself decides to just head the ball over his own bar. Chelsea, corner again. Patrick, the game's going on, mate. Deary me. Let's focus on the game rather than sacking Frank Lampard, eh? There's a game of football to be played here. Right, Chelsea corner. Mount takes it. Swings in. And it found its way through again to Reece James. Reece James can't get a proper connection and Schmeichel just falls on it. It's unlucky. It comes off Reece James's thigh, to be fair. Right, Chelsea have been better second half. Not seen a lot of Leicester yet, apart from the big chance. Right, they played 1-2s and they've got it in down the left-hand side and Pulisic is tracking back. Justin's on the right-hand side, left-hand side, sorry. Plays it inside the box to Barnes. Turns back, gets the ball back, plays it short to Tielemans. Leicester have got 2 players waiting, but they're offside. Albrighton. They're literally playing the ball. They're playing the ball up to the left wing. They're playing it back inside, and then the fullback's gone on the overlap. And then the ball's been played down the channel between Reece James and Rudiger in that space, and they're away. Justin was away. He come inside, played nice little, try little 1-2s, and then it was offside. Right, they're looking. Maddison's looking over to the sideline. What's happening? Right, goal kick's taken short to Rudiger, to Silva. In the D, outside of our box. Silva back to Rudiger. Rudiger comes up to Reece James, just inside the halfway line. Back to Rudiger. Once again, Leicester, 11 men behind the ball. Silva collects the ball. Being shut down by Vardy. Forced sideways to Rudiger. Back out to Reece James. Goes inside to Mason Mount. The out ball is Chilwell. If we can switch it. Chilwell's got acres of space. We go back to Rudiger. Rudiger to Silva. Bottom of the centre circle. Ball inside to Havertz, who drops deep. Gives it square to Kovacic, who plays it out to Chilwell. But it's too late. He's shut down, but he is fouled by Castagna. And it's a Chelsea free kick taken quickly to Silva. Halfway line. Gives it to Kovacic, who's busy. Rudiger, right-hand side. Finds Reece James. Halfway inside their half. Mason Mount's made a run up the line. Gives it to him. Mount up against Barnes. Turns away. Plays it inside to Hudson-Odoi. Lays it off to Reece James. He's got two defenders around him. He's forced backwards to Rudiger again. Rudiger's being shut down. It comes to Silva. Halfway line. Right-hand side. Steps forward. Plays it up to Mason Mount, who collects it again. Hudson-Odoi. Inside to Kai Havertz. Collects the ball. Pulisic. Dead centre. 30 yards out. Goes through around 2 or 3 players, but then he's shut down and he gives it away. And Leicester break away. It's come to Maddison. Finds Vardy up against Silva. Oh no. But he comes inside. They've made a run with Tielemans. Edge of the box, left-hand side. Shoots and Mendy saves it with his foot. Deary me. But Maddison, they're just opening this up every time. He tries to take Reece James on. James shuts him down. Chelsea's 2 fullbacks are pushed right on here. And by doing this, the 2 fullbacks, we're just leaving the 2 centre-backs exposed time and time again. If one fullback goes one side, the other one sits. If the other one goes, the other one sits. It's simple. I know you're only playing against Jamie Vardy up front, but the way they're breaking and just playing it into space, we've got to do something. Havertz has done really well to pick up possession. 2 players around him. He chests it down, holds them off, lays it out to Chilwell. Halfway inside our half. Shut down again by Albrighton. And straight away, Leicester getting players back behind the ball. 11 men behind the ball again. Rudiger to Silva. Silva collects the ball. Out to Chilwell. Just over halfway. Left wing. Shut down. Plays it inside to Silva, who gives him the option. Silva plays a raking ball out the right-hand side to Reece James. Edge of the box, right-hand side. Turns back on himself. Then he crosses it towards the back post. Pulisic goes up. He wins the header. Hits Fofana and he gets the ball away. And Vardy has fouled Silva. Chelsea's got Vardy's claiming never. Chelsea have got a free kick. About 30 yards out, left of centre. He did push him. Ian, thank you, mate. Right, Havertz has got the ball inside the box, left-hand side. I didn't see how he got it. It's gone back to Chilwell, though. On the edge, left wing. Chilwell gives it to Pulisic. And indeed, he shuts him down straight away. Chelsea throw in. He's given a Leicester throw in. Right, Chelsea need to change it. Frank, you got to change it. Right. Silva's Mason Mount's done well to win the ball back from Vardy. It goes back to Mendy. Right, Rudiger's got the ball. Dead centre, halfway inside our half. Don't forget to like the video, guys, for me. Silva collects it. Gives it to Rudiger, right of centre. Reece James finds Mason Mount, centre circle. Kovacic. Chelsea's subs are all warming up. Quite a few of them are anyway. 3 of them are. Reece James got the ball right hand side. Halfway inside their half. Gets it back from Mason Mount. Switches it to the edge of the box left hand side to Chilwell. Takes it down. Chelsea dominating possession but not creating anything yet. Pulisic comes inside. Rides one challenge and he's shut down. Playing the ball to Tammy. Edge of the box. And Castagna. He's allowed to win the header and then get the ball away. Right, Vardy's now won a free kick or a throw-in. Thiago Silva's claiming he was caught. Lampard. Tammy's having a right go. Vardy's still on Thiago Silva's foot, and Thiago Silva's been given a free kick against him. Deary mate. Looked like Frank was bellowing some of the substitutes. Hopefully. Right, Leicester have got the throw. Inside their own half. 10 yards inside their own half. Right back position. Castagna. Chelsea's... It's Leicester subs that are coming back on the benches. Right, Chelsea win back possession with Mount. Plays it out to Reece James, who steps in ahead of Barnes and wins the ball. Chelsea subs still warming up. Right, Chelsea are pressing forward. Johnny Evans got the ball and he goes back to Schmeichel. Schmeichel inside his 6-yard box, plays it out to the right-hand side, overplays it, but they've managed to keep it in play. And Maddison plays it to Albrighton, looking to play it inside, and Chilwell's read it and does well to win it and gives it back to Mendy. Mendy comes this way. Rudiger, bellowing people forward. Gives it to Reece James. As it ball goes back to Rudiger, we look and Leicester's got 11 men behind the ball again. It's difficult to break them down. That's why you got to change it. Right, Pulisic gets it halfway. Back to Chilwell. As soon as we play it forward, we're being shut down. You need to put 2 up front. Rudiger, over halfway, right-hand side, finds Reece James, halfway inside their half. Plays it up to Havertz, edge of the box, steps away from a challenge. Tries to find Tammy, but Tammy turned his back on it. Fofana dribbles out from the back and he's over halfway, right-hand side. Pulisic chasing him down. Pulisic fouls him. He doesn't foul him. Fofana just goes over. Referee gives Chelsea throw-in. Right. Mason Mount, dead centre, halfway inside our half. Gives it to Rudiger. Comes this way to Reece James. Reece James looks inside to Mount. Tries to play a quick ball to Tammy. He's got it. Plays it out to Hudson-Odoi. Not involved this half so far. Tammy tries to take on Fofana. Great challenge. Beats him. Vardy's got the ball. Left wing. Halfway line. Tries to find Barnes inside and gives it away. Havertz collects it in the pocket. He gives it away. Johnny Evans with a challenge. It's wide open, this game. Mount tries to win the ball and it falls to Maddison. Goes back to Tielemans. Plays it right-hand side. Albrighton turns back on himself. Goes back to Tielemans. Back inside his own half now to Fofana. Just goes short to Tielemans in the right back position. Gives it to Castagna. Goes back to him. Fofana plays the ball into the feet of Tielemans, who turns away from Kovacic. Maddison's got acres of space. Middle of midfield, 30 yards from goal. Goes left to Evans. Evans tries to find Justin. Let's just say it hit a bobble and he's just blasted it 20 yards over his head and it's gone out. Chelsea throwing and Timo Werner's coming on. Chelsea change. Werner. And Hakim Ziyech. Werner and Ziyech are coming on. It'll probably be Tammy. It might be Kai Havertz. It might be Tammy and Callum. It might keep the formation. But as I said earlier, I would go 4-4-2 and I would put Ziyech on for Havertz and maybe Werner for Hudson-Odoi and go the 2 up. Right, we got the ball back to Mendy. He's gone square to Chilwell. He strides forward, left of centre. Gives it to Kovacic, halfway inside our half. Once again, Leicester working hard, 11 men behind the ball again. Silva collects the ball. Plays it out to Rudiger, right-hand side, halfway line. Reece James, a little bit of space. Tries to find Havertz on the edge, and he does, via a deflection. Lays it off to Mount. He tries to find Pulisic. Pulisic doesn't make the run, and we give it away. Mount turns away in frustration. Goes back to Schmeichel, who gives it straight to Mason Mount. Dodgy first touch, finds Vardy, and then Mount catches Vardy. Dearie me. Leicester free kick, 10 yards inside their own half. Time to make the changes. Not being made yet. There's 25 to go. There's still time. Let's try and be ultra positive, even if we know we're probably no point, but we can try. Right, long ball played up to the right-hand side, and Reece James wins a good header. Mount wins the second ball. Up to Havertz. Lays it off to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Kovacic, bottom of the centre circle. He's got Chilwell on the overlap, and he finds him. Chilwell's on the left wing. Gets to the edge of the box, Chilwell. Left-hand side. Albrighton dives in, and Chilwell stands up with the ball. Forced backwards. Kovacic collects the ball. Left-hand side, and goes back out to Rudiger, right of centre. Reece James, right-hand side. Cross comes in. Doesn't meet the first defender, but the clearance finds Hudson-Odoi. Edge of the box, right-hand side. Goes back. 11 men behind the ball. No further out than 30 yards from goal, Leicester. Everyone behind the ball. Kovacic drives forward into the penalties box. Mount, Pulisic, plays it out to Silva. Reece James in the dead centre now, 35 yards out. Kovacic, it's so just compact in front. Chilwell, falls backwards to Kovacic. Chelsea trying to open the door. Switch it out to this right-hand side. Hudson-Odoi takes it down. Take him on. He goes past James. Lifts the cross up. Havertz goes up there with Schmeichel, and Schmeichel just above his head collects it easy. That was unlucky. Cross was too close to Kasper Schmeichel. Unlucky. It's too condensed in and around the middle of the box. The middle of midfield. We need to keep the ball and keep it wide. Make the pitch as big as possible. Right, changes to be made now. Who's coming off? Right, Callum's coming off for Ziyech. Callum's gone off the other side. And Kai Havertz has come off for Timo Werner. There's the change. 4-4-2 Chelsea. Pouring rain now in Leicester. Right, come on. We've got 23 minutes plus injury time, which is always about 2 or 3 minutes, so about 25 to go. Let's get a goal sooner rather than later. Come on now. Right, Rudiger's got the ball. 10 yards inside our half, centre circle. Maddison steps out and forces him wide to Thiago Silva. Silva out to Mason Mount. He's shut down by Ndidi. Mendy, Silva. Silva being shut down. Plays it out to Rudiger. It goes back to Mendy. Mendy finds Chilwell. Heads it forward, looking for Pulisic. They play the ball back and Tammy goes on the chase. Schmeichel tries to play the ball out to Justin and it's a feeble ball forward. Barnes knocks it back into Johnny Evans. Well, we need to force their fullbacks and their two wingers backwards now. Well, they've played it in between and Maddison's in behind our midfield, driving towards the back four, looking for a ball through to Vardy. Kovacic got in and did well to hassle him. He gives it away and we've got the ball with Mendy. They're getting in behind our midfield. There's too much of a gap. The two centre-backs have dropped off 20 yards from the midfield here. And they're just having the freedom to play in amongst it. And they've spotted it, to their credit, Leicester. And they're playing in it. Right, come on. Rudiger's got the ball. He's forced backwards to Mendy. He's complaining he's got no option. Right, let's force their two wingers backwards to help their fullbacks deal with our wingers. Hakim Ziyech is on the halfway line. Drops to get the ball. He gets it. Lays it off to Mason Mount. Mount turns away from a challenge and gives it to Silva. Silva to Kovacic. Loose touch, but gets away from a challenge from Maddison. And comes wide to Rudiger. Still inside our half, by the way. Rudiger turns away. Leicester, 11 men behind the ball. Kovacic plays the ball and he's got a run from Pulisic. Tammy gets onto the loose ball, but no, there's a foul. What is it? He's given offside. Pulisic is offside. It's unlucky. Don't forget, guys, drop a like on the video for me. Yeah, Pulisic had gone. He was 2 yards off. Right, still time. Come on. Leicester free kick. Schmeichel's taking his time. He's taking 30 seconds off the clock already. Book him. Right, Schmeichel lumps it forward. Reece James goes up for the header. It comes off for Barnes, but they give a Leicester free kick. Right, Justin takes the throw. Inside to Barnes. Kovacic steps in and wins the challenge. Turns away from Vardy. Tries to find Timo Werner, but gives it away. But then they give it away to Mount. Kovacic to Mount. Quick passes into play. Give it to Silva. Strides forward. Timo makes a run and he's ignored. Silva plays it out to Ziyech on this side. lays it off to Reece James under pressure. James goes back to Rudiger. Deary me, get it forward. Silva to Chilwell. I know Leicester are playing 11 men behind the ball, but you've got to try and take them on. Right, Werner's gone past the challenge and he's driving forward. He's got Pulisic on the outside, edge of the box, left-hand side. Gets to the byline, Pulisic, foot in from Castagna, off of Pulisic. And it's a Leicester goal kick. Pulisic is claiming it's a corner. Referee saying, no, I'm not giving you anything. But Werner, get him in behind. There's 2 balls over the top. What we did early in the game with Rudiger. Just 2 balls over the top to Werner and he's in. It's all it takes. 2 passes to Werner over the top and he's in. Right, Leicester play it out from the back from Ndidi. He finds Tielemans, shut down by Kovacic. Goes back to Fofana. Back to Schmeichel, shut down by Tammy. Goes across to Fofana again. Lumps it forward. They flick the ball on. Silva comes across with Vardy. Wins it away from Vardy, does well. Rudiger. Rudiger collects the ball. Centre circle, bottom of it. Looks for an out ball. It's Reece James, right-hand side. Plays him forward. 25 yards from goal. Turns away from the challenge of Justin. Justin gets in. Chelsea throwing. Halfway inside their half. Right, James plays it back to Rudiger. Centre, well, halfway line. He's going to go square to Silva. Bottom of the centre circle. Goes out to Chilwell. He's got Pulisic on his outside on the byline. 10 yards inside their half. Shut down. Goes back to Chilwell. And once again, 11 men behind the ball for Leicester. They all work hard without the ball to get back in the shape. Right, Rudiger to Reece James. Shut down again and back to Rudiger. Back to Mendy. Get Jorginho on. Just to play balls over the top. Right, Kovacic finds Werner, who's dropped deep to get it. Gives it to Mason Mount. Acres of space and finds Hakim Ziyech driving towards the edge of the box. He tries to go a little dink ball to Reece James, but he overplayed it. And then Reece James just puts his arm out and Johnny Evans, the size he is, falls over like he's been shot. Referee buys it again because, of course he does. He's been buying Leicester free kicks all afternoon, the referee. And it's a Leicester free kick just outside their box. Deary me. At least Jorginho can try and pass it forward. Right. 17 to go. 2 balls over the top. It's all it takes. Schmeichel lamps it forward up to halfway. Gets caught in the wind and Reece James half volleys it forward. They managed to get the ball away. Tielemans out to Maddison. Shut down by Mason Mount. He's going to fall over. He doesn't. Now he falls over. It's now going to be a Leicester free kick. Just inside our half. Left wing. Johnny Evans taking all the time in the world to take it. Well, that's at least 30 seconds gone. Evans plays it forward, looking for Vardy over his head. Lets it run out for Chelsea goal kick. Come on. Oh, dearie me. Right, Silva's got the ball short from Mendy. Steps outside the box, looking for a pass. Everyone's standing still. Gives it to Rudiger, gets it back to him. Chilwell's asking for it, left wing. Plays all over the top, looking for a run of Tammy, and he's found him. And Tammy's done quite well there. They've put it out for a Chelsea throw-in, level with the edge of their box. Well, they're going to make 2 changes, Leicester. Ayoze Perez is coming on, along with the Portuguese fullback. Maddison's coming off for Perez. And of course, Maddison's taking his time. Deary me. Well, get rid of this idiot. Right, anyway, come on. 15 to go, plus injury time. Come on, Chelsea. 2 balls over the top. It's all we need. Yes, Ricardo's come on for Albrighton. So, Chelsea's won the ball with Timo Werner. Steps away from Ndidi. But then Perez steps in and wins it. And then Werner has a bit of a nab at him. Werner's saying to him, I've made a challenge. What's going on? The referee's blown up for another free kick. Referee has been so pro Leicester today. It is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable, this referee. Every single challenge he's blowing up for a foul for Leicester. Right, Schmeichel takes his time again. Lumps it forward, out of play. Chilwell catches it halfway inside our half to take the throw in. Mount comes short, lays it off to Chilwell. Plays it off of Ricardo. Chelsea throw him. Not going anywhere. Come on. There's plenty of time to go in football. Come on. Do something. Right, we play it back to Kovacic. He's forced backwards. We try and play it out from the back and we end up giving the ball away for a throw into Leicester, level with the edge of our box, right wing. Deary me. I just put a stat up. Brendan Rodgers has played Chelsea 15 times as a manager. He's never won. He's drawn 8 times and lost 7. Right, Leicester playing it down the right-hand side. They give it away. Ziyech collects it. Gives it to Pulisic, who finds Tammy. Finds Ziyech. And Ziyech tries to play it out to his right-hand side. Mason Mount's chasing it with Justin. Ziyech couldn't find him. Mount tried, but Justin comes away with the ball. Perez, 30 yards out, 25 yards out. Kovacic gets back in and wins a challenge. And Ziyech lays it off to Pulisic, who's dropped deep and he's trying to play a ball over the top. Werner's asking for the ball short and Pulisic plays it over his head. Deary me. Come on. I have to say, it's like headless chickens at times. I have to say, right. Well, we've got the ball. Chilwell takes a throw short to Werner. Touch is bad. He's fouled. Referee says play on. Of course he does. It's not a Leicester player gone down. Right, we've won back possession. Reece James approaches halfway. Right-hand side. Tammy's looking for a ball in the channel. He ignores him. Tammy turns away in a little bit of disgust. He goes back to Rudiger. But Tammy was literally with a defender right behind him. Had to be a good ball to find him. Right, they play it up to Ziyech. Again, point to note, 79 minutes in, Leicester, 11 men behind the ball. Chilwell to Silva. Silva to Rudiger. Collects it. Plays the ball long to nobody. Over Tammy's head, over Werner's head, over both defenders' head, and goes through to Kasper Schmeichel, who's taking all the time in the world to collect the ball. And he rolls it out to Ndidi with nobody shutting him down. He can turn away, gives it to Tielemans. Kovacic strides forward. Tammy, work hard, come on. Shut people down. Right, Ndidi collects the ball. He's got time to play it. Tielemans plays it to Fofana. They're just playing around us at the minute. Right, Johnny Evans collects the ball. Goes back to Schmeichel. On the edge of the 6-yard box, lumps it forward out to the right-hand side, and Castagne's collected it. And he plays the ball to Vardy. Vardy's in behind, edge of the box. He tries to turn. His touch is poor. Mendy's off his line and collects it off his feet. Plays it up to Pulisic, who's straight away shut down by Castagne. And then Castagne goes to Chilwell, shut him down. 2 players. The work ethic from Leicester is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. There's a massive gap between Chelsea's defence, Chelsea's midfield. It's just on the forward line. Well, we've got the ball now right hand side. 10 to go. Reece James strides forward into the middle of the pitch. Edge of the box. Tries to find Werner. Underplays it again. And Didi comes away with the ball. Again. Plays it out to Perez, who's in behind the run of Reece James. Mount gets across to challenge him. He goes past him. Perez plays it out to Justin, who's down the left-hand side. Rudiger's forced to cross. James got back in and beat Perez to the ball, and it goes out for a Leicester corner. As soon as one of our fullbacks go forward and we lose the ball, they're straight in behind us in the space they've left. Frank Lampard will talk about poor performances this season. For the most part, this has been one of the worst of the season. We've had a lot of possession with nothing from it. There's no options. We're not quick enough against teams that defend against us. Corner comes in, we head it away. It comes out to Kovacic, who tries to find Werner, but they get across. Bafana covers it, wins the ball back. Perez tries to find a pass out. First time, Mount's there, tracking back again. Mount wins the ball off of him. Does really well. He's fouled, he's dragged back. Linesman doesn't give it. Mason Mount's having a go at the linesman. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. Honestly, have we had any... I think we probably had about 2 free kicks today. Everything's gone Leicester's way. Shocking it is. Right, Leicester throws Tielemans, lays it off. Ricardo down the right wing. Oh, we've got an offside. Oh, he's given a free kick away. What for now? Oh, he's actually given an offside. Oh, he hasn't. He's given Leicester a free kick now. What for? He hasn't. He's given a free kick to Leicester for God knows what. This is unbelievable. Right, Tielemans to swing it in. 7 minutes to go. They've got a man over far post. Barnes. Chilwell heads it away near post, but sort of flicks it over towards the back post. Barnes collects it. Tammy's shutting him down. Gets a foot in. Help from Ziyech. Ziyech tries to back heel. And goes inside to Rudiger, who can only find Johnny Evans, 25 yards from goal. Plays it into Justin, who tries to find Barnes again, and Ziyech has got the ball halfway inside our half. Tries to play a long pass into Werner. Blocked, but finds Kovacic. Drives forward. Kovacic is fouled. Referee gives nothing. It's gone out for a throw-in. James collects it. Swings it over to Chilwell. 6 minutes to go plus injury time. Chilwell's got Pulisic outside him. Comes inside, goes around the challenge of Ricardo, drives forward Pulisic, beats 2 or 3 of them. Now, referee, can we all just remain seated for a second? The referee's given us a free kick and a booking for Leicester. Deary me. It does exist, referee. It's not all one way. Pulisic did so well to turn the challenge. Drive forward. We got free kick outside the box. Left of centre. Will suit a right footer here. Pulisic is over it. He's walking away. Nice Mount over it. Ziyech is looking at this with Reece James and Chilwell. Connor, I don't want no scores up. I'm a minute behind, so don't go spoiling it, mate. You'll be blocked. That's the whole point of doing a commentary. Right. Ziyech to take the free kick. Or is it Reece James? Ziyech swings it in. It's in. Timo Werner scored. What's he given? Offside against Werner. Yeah, Werner. Oh, he doesn't. His arm's there. Tielemans' arm's sticking out. He's got to go VAR, surely. His arm was playing him onside. Yes, good. They're checking it. It should stand. If that stands, Werner scored. Oh, he's looking at where the sleeve is. Is he off? Yeah, he's just offside. Literally by inches. Werner's off. 4 to go, plus injury time. Come on. Stern-faced Frank here. Right. Goal kick is controlled brilliantly by Ziyech. He tries to play the ball forward. It comes off the referee. Referee's going to give a drop ball and probably throw it at Leicester. Oh, he doesn't. He gives it to Kovacic. Kovacic gives it to Rudiger. Rudiger outside to Reece James. Halfway inside their half. Urgency now, please. Plays it to Mount. Gives it back to Reece James. And he goes backwards again. Deary me. And Perez goes around Rudiger. Rudiger gets in to win a challenge. Leicester throwing 15 yards inside their own half. Leicester go top of the league with this. They're going to make another change. Iheanacho's coming on for Vardy. But once again, everyone that's saying Lampard out, Lampard this, who do you replace him with? How much time do you give them? And what happens if they don't finish top 4? Do you then sack Lampard's replacement? Answer me that. Right, they've got to throw him. Justin to take it. Left-hand side. Halfway inside our half. Barnes. Reece James. Goes back to Mendy. Mendy launches it. Up towards halfway. Leicester win the first header. They win the second ball. Comes out to Barnes. Barnes into Iheanacho. Tries a 1-2. Ziyech has read it. Wins the ball. Tries to play it off of him. Gives it away. And indeed he collects the ball. Perez collects it dead centre. Back to goal. Goes outside to Castagna. Right hand side. Gives it to Tielemans. Those little 1-2s. Right hand side, Ricardo. Cross comes in. Chelsea get a foot on the ball away. Falls to Johnny Evans, who's 30 yards from goal, dictating where Leicester's attacking players are going to be going. Justin collects the ball. Ziyech is outside of him. Not challenging him, just holding him up. He drives forward. He's gone past Ziyech and Ziyech fouls him. And he's going to get booked. Of course, the referee's there to blow the whistle. Poor. This is really poor today. Really poor. The first goal to do nothing about. He's hit it from 25 yards. No, keep no chance. Second goal, Reece James switches off at the back post. They nick in and score. And after that, it's difficult. But Chelsea haven't done enough. Have not done enough going forward. It's too so. 11 men behind the ball. We can't break people down. We don't move it quick enough. We're not incisive enough. We don't go long ball over the top to play in Werner or anybody else. We don't mix it up. They take the free kick short and Justin puts it in the box. Head away by Silva, who's still trying to be the example. They collect the loose ball. Castagna plays it in towards the left-hand side. James has read it and heads it forward to Ziyech, who can't keep it in. It's Werner who can't keep it in even. Leicester throw as we approach injury time. So, Ziyech comes away with the ball, plays it up to Werner, gives it away. 3 minutes of injury time to go. While they go back towards Kasper Schmeichel. Schmeichel holds the ball up. Just gives it to Evans, edge of the box. Werner shuts him down. Plays it to Justin. Justin. Up to Barnes. Plays it out of play. Reece James urges him to give him the ball back. Gives him a bit of a shove. Reece James. throws the ball back to Rudiger, who goes back to Mendy. We're 2-0 down, we're going back to the goalkeeper. Silva, Mendy. Mendy. Thiago Silva. 2 minutes of injury time to go. Right, Mount collects the ball deep inside our half. Plays it out to the right-hand side to Ziyech. Flicks it back under a challenge to Reece James. And Reece James goes back to Rudiger. And Ziyech can't believe it. Throwing his arms about. It's just too slow. But once again, I have to say, 91st minute, Leicester, 11 players behind the ball. Ziyech collects the ball, looks to play a ball in forward, can only find Johnny Evans inside the box, wins the header. Kovacic wins second ball. Silva flicks it back to Kovacic, plays it into the feet of Chilwell, who finds Pulisic, who's got a bad touch. He comes to Mason Mount. Ziyech inside their box, shoots low down, and Schmeichel saves it. The chances we've had, we've not got any real purchase on them, and it's been easy for Schmeichel. Deary me. So, we've got about a minute to go. Leicester won the ball halfway. They play it forward to Perez. Gives it to Barnes. They're just holding up possession now. Ndidi, Tielemans, Justin's making a run down the right-hand side, but Ziyech has got back in and tries to play it to one of our defenders, but he gives it away, but then he makes up for it, makes a great challenge inside his own box. Now Mason Mount, right wing, plays the ball into the feet of Werner, tries to find Tammy, and Werner's away, deflected, and they get the ball away. Johnny Evans makes a good challenge on the edge of the box. That's going to be it, I think. That's going to be full time. It is full time. It's game over. 2-0 Leicester. Deary me. Deary me. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to do a new video, a new stream, starting in about 5 minutes' time. We're going to discuss the situation. We're going to discuss the fallout from the game. Look out for the live stream coming up. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it at 10:15 tonight, UK time. It's going to be coming up, so make sure you stay tuned for that. It's going to be up on the screen, and I'll get this going. So thanks for watching this stream. Like it for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. But look out. About 8 minutes from now, a new stream where we're going to have a discussion about Chelsea. I'll try and read as many of your comments as possible, and just to see what happens with Frank Lampard and what his comments are post-match. But check out that stream in literally 7-8 minutes time. Make sure you come back and join and get involved. Thanks for watching this stream. Awful.